Welcome to our channel. Today we shall delve into the Understanding Elijah's Ride, Man versus Divine in a Chariot of Fire. Long ago in the ancient land of Israel, there lived a man whose faith burned brighter than the desert sun, the prophet Elijah. He was a fearless messenger of God, standing boldly before kings and false prophets, calling a wayward nation back to the truth. Wherever Elijah went, the power of heaven seemed to follow, in fire, in wind, and in quiet whispers that carried the voice of the Almighty. One of his greatest moments came on Mount Carmel, where hundreds of false prophets stood against him. All day they cried out to their gods, but the sky remained silent. Then Elijah stepped forward and prayed a simple prayer. Lord, let it be known today that you are God in Israel. In that instant, fire fell from heaven, consuming the sacrifice, the stones, and even the water around it. The crowd fell to their faces, trembling, and cried, "The Lord, He is God!" In that blaze of holy fire, Elijah reminded his people that divine power still moved among them. Years later, Elijah sensed his earthly mission was nearing its end. He walked with his devoted apprentice, Elisha, on a quiet journey toward the Jordan River. When they arrived, Elijah rolled up his cloak, struck the water, and the river parted, allowing them to cross on dry ground. As they walked, Elijah turned and said, "What can I do for you before I am taken from you?" Elisha answered, "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah nodded gently and replied, "You have asked a difficult thing, but if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours." Then the air began to tremble. The wind rose, swirling dust and light around them. Out of the heavens came a chariot of fire, pulled by horses of flame, descending in blinding brilliance. The roar of the whirlwind filled the sky as the chariot swept between them, and Elijah was lifted upward, rising higher and higher until he vanished into the radiant storm. Elisha cried out in awe, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel." And as the wind stilled, only Elijah's cloak drifted gently back to the earth. Elijah's departure was more than a miracle. It was a revelation. It marked the meeting point between humanity and the divine. The chariot of fire symbolized God's glory, pure, consuming, and eternal. Yet Elijah was not destroyed by that fire. He was transformed by it. In that moment, heaven and earth touched, showing that a life fully surrendered to God can transcend the limits of mortality. Elijah's story reminds us that faith has the power to bridge the human and the holy. When we walk in obedience, when our hearts burn with trust, even the impossible can become real. For Elijah, that faith carried him beyond the